welcome to Tarot Sherpa. I'm Christine, and today I'm going to read tarot to you from the Mindscapes Tarot. So I've just finished a review of the Mindscapes Tarot, so if you'd like to see all of the cards individually and hear a little bit about the author and artist, I will put a link to that video in the description box below. So I'm just going to give this a little shuffle. What I'm going to do today is use a spread that is included in the Mindscapes Tarot guidebook, and it is called the Window Pane Spread. And it's a 5-card spread, but it's really, really valuable for kind of getting into one's unconscious, finding out maybe where your motives are, maybe what's blocking you, maybe where you can get some clarity. Okay. So in this spread, I am going to deal out 5 cards, and then I'm going to switch cameras and we'll look at them. Okay, so not looking at them yet. All right, here we go. Okay, so we have five cards here, or 4 cards, and what's called the latch card. So first off, we're gonna flip open the latch, and we see the 7 of Tides. So in the Mindscapes Tarot, Tides is the water suit, or the suit of cups. And if you look closely at this card, he's got some nice symbology in here. There's 7 stars and a ship heading out to sea with its sails furled. In other words, they're all wrapped up. They're not catching the wind. So this ship is a little bit at the mercy of the tide. It's not going to, depending on the wind and the waves, it's difficult to make headway when your sails are all bound. So we're looking at a place where it's a little bit difficult to make headway. The sky is obscured. We have a few stars, but we probably don't have to have enough to take a nice celestial fix to figure out where we are. So there's some ambiguity. There's some hesitation. There's delay. Could be some confusion. Okay, so we're going to set this to the side here. Where are we going with this? So how is your subconscious influencing the lack of progress you're feeling here in the 7 of Tides? Feeling a lack of progress, feeling a little stuck. And we have Knight of Stones. My goodness, talk about being stuck. So our Knight of Stones, in this beautiful card, we kind of see a stable. You're looking out of the stable. There's the horse kind of wandering across the landscape there. But the viewpoint is from inside the stable. We're not on the horse. We're not moving forward. We're here in the stable. So the Knight of Stones, kind of like the Knight of Pentacles, or any knight in an earth suit, that is the card of hesitation, of waiting. Could be some procrastination in there. There are good reasons to wait for things. There are. I'm not advocating impatience right now, but we're a little stymied for direction, and maybe we're waiting for direction. Maybe we're just waiting. Maybe we're uncertain. Okay. Something out of life you sabotage out of fear. All right. We're navigating the blocks in life right now. What is blocking? Sabotaging out of fear. So death. Now, people see the death card and they tend to get a little dramatic because, wow, death can be very dramatic. It can. But I love the way this particular death card emphasizes the transformative role of death. In this landscape, we have some 17th, 18th century, or excuse me, 18th to 19th century artillery pieces here. And the wheels are broken or they're overgrown, they're toppled over, and it's an old battlefield. Trees have grown up around it. They wouldn't have pitched artillery typically amongst a lot of trees. They would have looked for open areas where cannonballs could fly freely. Yes. But that's not what's going on here. That's the past. The warfare and the struggle is all in the past. Now it's a place of peace, of remembrance. And that's the transformation. So what's going on here? This is in this position, it's saying you're blocking your transformation. Blocking the transformation. So you're not really sure where you're going. There's some confusion. There's some hesitation here. I don't know where I'm going. Why am I going to go there? Why would I do that? And so you're blocking your transformation. And so when we're looking at transformation, we're looking at a point where if you're trying to do this all yourself, and if you don't have all the answers, you're not going to do anything, then you are not going to get anywhere if you're waiting for all the answers. Because frankly, my dear, the divine doesn't owe you any answers. All the divine has asked is that you trust. And yes, you've been through some things. There may have been some bloody, ugly battles in your life. But it's over, and it's time to move on. It's time to have growth where there didn't used to be growth. And growth is difficult. It can be scary. It's definitely challenging. Growth is always challenging. But here it's time to accept the challenge, not to thwart it because it's either not the challenge you wanted, too bad, or it's not giving you all the answers up front, again, too bad. You don't get all the answers. Welcome to life. None of us have all the answers, not even me and all my beautiful tarot cards. So here we are. What does the fear stem from? Moon, the unknown. You're afraid of the unknown. Okay. Yeah, the unknown is scary. It's scary to step out. It's scary to, yay, you graduated high school, now you got to start college. Yay, you graduated college, now you got to go find a job. Yay, you had a great job, but man, it's not as great as it used to be. Companies whispering about layoffs. I don't know what I'm going to do. Should I just hold out? Should I look for a new job? Same can be said for relationships. I don't know. My last sweetheart broke up with me, and I just don't know what I'm going to do, and maybe I shouldn't do anything. Oh. Silliness. Silliness. How can you avoid sabotaging yourself in the future? Please have some answers for us. 5 of Stones. 5 of Stones. So in this card, there's a sandstorm through a desert city. But there's little people walking around. You just got to keep on keeping on. You can't fold up. You can't give up. If you give up, you don't transform. If you give up, you have nothing. We are not meant to be stagnant. And it's not going to be an easy road. It's not meant to be an easy road. We don't grow on easy roads. We don't learn so much on easy roads. We learn from the challenges and from the difficulties. And so it's time to embrace those challenges. It's time to, wrap up, head for cover, get to higher ground, get out of the sandpaper. So yes, yeah. Not knowing where you're going can be scary, but honestly, none of us know where we're going, which is why we do tarot. So we can get some clues, we can say some prayers, we can move forward in a productive direction. You see this? This isn't a battlefield anymore. This is just like this beautiful, nice, peaceful place. Some echoes, or maybe a cemetery kind of over here. It's hard to tell. But it's transformed. Don't be afraid to transform. Lean into it. Isn't that what that's what all the corporate books are saying, and lean in, lean in, lean in. Yeah, it's a challenge. Lean in. Yeah, it's hard. Lean in. Keep working. Keep moving forward. Nothing good comes from stagnation. Stagnation's a form of death. So you need to embrace growth. You need to, allow yourself the ability to transform. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Keep moving forward. Yeah. So, yeah, even if you're not certain where you're going, keep going. Keep going. You know, grit your teeth and bear it, because stagnation is death and not the transformative kind. It's time to embrace that transformation. You know, time to embrace a new phase of life, whatever that is for you. Whether it's you have children coming into your family, or you have children moving out. It's relationships, jobs, friends, people, sweethearts, spouses, whatever it is, embrace the transformation, because it's time to move forward. All right. Thank you for watching. Good luck to you. Goodbye for now.